You're listening to the YTFA podcast.
Welcome one and all to the YTF podcast, where we discuss current events, give advice, and review some of the YouTube videos that you send into us. Without further ado, welcome to the family. As usual, I'm your host, Lord Pyroman, and joined...
Lord Pyroman?
Lord Pyromon, and joined by Jalencast Spark and Parnell Animation, along with our guest, Suris the Skeptic.
Oh my, Pyro. Pyro's a man now. Oh my.
I have evolved to Pyroman.
Imagine feeling like you're a man.
I wish we could, play that song without getting copyright stricken, the "Now You're a Man" from, the old Sonic's Adventure video.
The whole, a my oh man.
That's the exact song. Now You're a Man!
Off copyright-free music from YouTube's, library, and we could just have him voice act over that, and then it's fine.
I mean, to be fair, you can usually get away with about 3 or 4 seconds of audio on YouTube without them smacking you down.
That's true. Unless it's from Toei, then you're getting smacked down even if you don't use their stuff.
Even if you use nothing from theirs at all.
That is something that I wanted to see if we could shoehorn into this podcast. The whole totally not Mark thing that happened.
Yeah,
oh
that's
my
some bullshit.
We want to jump into that.
That is I will say that the totally not Mark thing really ticks me off because it's the same thing they did with Dragon Ball Z Abridged, where everything was definitely transformative and not a replacement for the original series.
Yeah.
But with Totally Not Mark, everything he does, or at least he did for the first 2 years of his channel, could easily have been seen as an advertisement for Toei Animation. Because he's straight up, when he uses footage, he only uses little bits for context or has it as stuff in the background as he's narrating. None of it's a replacement, and it's literally there saying, go watch this thing, please.
If you want to hear another thing that's messed up about that, I actually watched his video during the beginning of that. He actually got an email from them wanting to hire him.
Oh yeah, they wanted him to they wanted to do a collaboration with him where he would shout out their stuff and basically act as an advertising lightning rod for them. Which
maybe since he didn't accept it, they just felt salty and were like, all right, bye.
No, I don't think it's that. See, the problem is that a lot of us have this bad habit of looking at organizations as a single entity, but they're not.
True.
What's probably happening here, more than likely, Toei Animation is a company that employs hundreds of people just in their multimedia departments, not counting their animators, not counting their storyboarders, not counting any of that. Everybody involved in those departments are not necessarily communicating with each other about every single thing. So the brand management side of their department that reaches out to Totally Not Mark and says, hey, we could use you as a brand ambassador, is not necessarily in communication with the side of the company that deals with their copyright, their copyright department.
It's always a communication issue. I've noticed that with so many big brands. You think and I'm not just talking about them, but even YouTube and stuff. You think at this point you would form and hire a communication team.
Well, you do have a communications team, but the thing is, the bigger the company gets, the more often it expands into multiple branches, and you have multiple communications teams. Sometimes it gets harder.
It is almost an impossibility to this is not me trying to defend Toei. What they're doing is shit. 110%. Their copyright department needs to go and suck a giant skunk, preferably when it's firing off at them. But
nice and ripe.
It does not change the fact that representatives of a company are doing a thing to screw over a creator who is responsible enough for positive sales for Toei that they were willing to reach out to him in order to do so. Yes, you have to take the angle that I threw out there that not everybody in their departments are necessarily communicating with one another, but you've also got from Toei's perspective, they have to accept the fact that all of their employees are representative of the whole. So even though from a practical standpoint we can understand, these departments aren't necessarily talking, from Toei they need to look at this and go, oh, there's a screw up happening here.
And here's another thing when it comes to that. Like, as somebody who's studied in marketing and stuff, like, it feels like Toho, by doing this, is kind of shooting themselves in the foot. Because, like, not only did you, like, copyright claim and pretty much destroy a very respected independent content creator's career, but you also did it unlawfully with no jurisdiction proving your side.
Well, it's lawful in...
No, it's not. No, it's not lawful. Actually,
It's not.
Totally not.
Totally
Totally not. Mark is a content creator within the United States. Toy Animation is reaching out across the board to knock this out. The thing is, where Mark sits, what he's doing is in fact legal. It is. Hold on. Let me. There's a difference here. What he's doing is not criminal. It is not something that can be knocked down by Toei. But
I know why they're doing this, though. And it's due to Japanese copyright laws. It's why Nintendo has this problem.
There's no fair use in Japan.
They have no fair use. It runs off of a kind of like an honor system, where pretty much you're supposed to respect that, which not every company is going to do that. Like, even though Japan, a lot more people are more honest and do honor that system, a lot of people won't, and we can see that what Toho's doing. And technically, if Toho is going to copyright claim this American creator, they have to follow the American copyright system because he's an American citizen. So, like, it's across borders, and it doesn't make sense that YouTube is siding with the company, knowing that this goes against American copyright law, because then you can get in trouble with the American system.
Well, and you run into the other problem as well, that YouTube is a giant company with multiple people as well, and it's a lot of this comes down to which individual person in the department got his email that day. Up until the point where upper management gets involved and they have to have a more unified response. This is a lot of the right hand and the left hand are likely not communicating with each other, but they're both trying to grab the same fruit, which is never a fun situation if you've ever managed a team before. And it certainly does. It certainly doesn't help here. YouTube's got its share of nightmarish problems when it comes to how to handle their stuff, and it's and a lot of it comes down to the fact that they are, by and large, the largest independent media, not distributor, but host. They're the largest independent media host within the video space, like by far, when it comes to long form content. So we run into the second issue, which is the issue of kind of monopoly.
Utreon, they kind of like, you have to actually apply to, like, it's a job to post there. Now, of course, that could run into its own issues, but I will say it is good for moderation because of that. But
there's
sadly,
only
just
3
no one
platforms that I recommend, and they still have issues. I kind of recommend Storyfire, but I don't because of a lot of the issues they got into. I recommend Odyssey, but at the same time, I don't, because literally what you said about the Nazi propaganda, they really
have so much of it.
That is, I actually do upload my stuff to Odyssey as well as YouTube, so I'm very familiar with that platform, and I agree.
The platform itself is really well coded and put together. You just need a better team and better moderation.
All right, boys. Time to bring back YouTube heroes, but Odyssey heroes.
Odyssey heroes.
No, please, I will literally delete my Odyssey account if they do that. I swear.
But what if, hear me out, what if their trailer is like a remix of Sonic Heroes, but like the song and not the game, and they like just replace Sonic with Odyssey?
No.
Oh man.
I feel like I kind of want to die a little thinking it like that. But it's okay. Eventually, that will happen naturally anyway. So I don't have too long to wait. It's fine.
Yeah, it'll happen eventually.
Yeah. I mean, one thing I will say though is hopefully if enough people, because like there are 3 decent competitors that even though they have their issues, they at least are the only ones I can see that actually stand a chance to compete with YouTube. All the other ones, Like, what are you going to use? Rumble? BitChute? I don't think so, good sir. Like,
I'm going to be honest. I actually don't see much of a distinction between Odyssey and BitChute in terms of the only major difference I see is that BitChute tries to do a peer-to-peer thing as well, which can be kind of dicey. Realistically, though, in terms of independent content, there are only two. My opinion. Maybe you guys have a different opinion, but my opinion is there's only two platforms that are large enough to have that kind of power that YouTube has, and one of them is. What's up?
Please don't say TikTok. I'm gonna cry.
No, TikTok's a different monster entirely. TikTok is short form video. YouTube, so TikTok is short form video primary audience, long form video secondary audience with their parting system, just like YouTube is long form video primary audience, but short form video secondary audience with their with their shorts system. Facebook is actually what I would say their primary video competitor are, and Facebook have been trying for the past 3 years to position themselves as that competitor, not just to YouTube, but also to TikTok, which is why they introduced the Reels system to compete with TikTok. And then their video system's about identical in terms of functionality to YouTube's, if not like ridiculously unwieldy. And of course, attached usually to a personal account instead of more brand associated accounts like we get on YouTube more often than not, which creates its own bits of issues because a lot of YouTube users just want to remain anonymous.
Yeah.
Well, my problem with, and another thing I have a problem with Facebook, they don't let you post videos above 720p unless like you're already a verified content creator.
And the reason they do that is they're optimized mainly for mobile.
That's what I'm saying, and it's like I do like cinematic videos. I do like a lot of short films and stuff like that. I work with 4K video. Like that's already a turnoff for me. Like I'm not posting my videos there if you're gonna already dumb them down to 720. Because then what's the point of me investing into this equipment and cameras and stuff for you just to like lower the quality of my content? Like that's no.
Which is why my general opinion is the best thing to do is primarily upload your stuff to YouTube, but set all your content up to where it auto uploads to Odyssey, to BitChute, to Facebook. If you want to part it up and put it on TikTok as well, go ahead and do that. Basically, make sure that you, especially with what we're seeing with Totally Not Mark, yes, there's issues with every single place that I named. There's also issues with YouTube. If you are putting your content out on the internet, make sure that it is available in more places than just YouTube so that you do not get screwed when, not if, when something goes wrong.
That's what I've been doing. That's why I've actually started looking into these alternate platforms to begin with. And honestly, I really wish that these smaller platforms, like you said, would actually build some kind of like team or something to kind of get rid of these contents, because I promise you, and at least I think and I believe, if these smaller platforms had a system to where like Nazi propaganda and stuff like that was near to impossible to post on there, they would be able to compete. They would. Like it's simple as that. And there's a lot of dumb things that hold them back.
Once they get the brand recognition.
Like
there's the issue of brand recognition. When you think it's like with Kleenex. When you say you want a tissue, a lot of times you say you want a Kleenex, even if the brand is not Kleenex. When you're watching a video on the internet, you're not watching. Most people are going to assume you're not watching something on Facebook or on Daily Motion. They're going to assume, oh, you're on YouTube. That is the default. Mm-hmm. And honestly, it creates a very strange situation where, like, for convenience sake, everything being on YouTube is phenomenal. But then we get issues like what happened with Totally Not Mark, where independent content creators and corporations are having to go to war with one another. And it's not just in that space that we're dealing with that. We're dealing with that with everything. Like, you've got movies that are available on YouTube. You've got large news organizations that post all of their stuff directly to YouTube. Yeah. Like, almost everybody who's an independent content creator is in competition with a corporation on some level. Even if it's not competition for views, it might be a competition for your channel to even stay alive, like what we're seeing with Mark. That sucks.
I wish there was like a better advice I can give, except like you said, put your content on multiple different platforms and support your small upcoming platform and support small and upcoming creators as well as big creators. If you do that, the independent content creation platforms and community can actually still thrive. But it feels like that, like you said, like with YouTube being so big and everybody considering YouTube as a default. And I believe that happens when, number one, you're the first of its kind. Number two, you build like a history. So there's also kind of like a nostalgia to the name of your brand. And number three, when you're so big and owned and everybody knows you, it's really hard as a smaller person to do the same thing because they have a really catchy name too. It's just YouTube. Like, I mean, no offense to these smaller brands, but they don't roll off the tongue as well as YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, Sonny, you watching some Story Fire?
What are you watching on the old Odyssey board there? Oh, that looks like a good video. Oh, what's the Utreon channel all about? Like,
You're watching some BitTube?
Reasons why Twitch is no longer called Justin.tv.
Yeah.
Whoa,
yeah.
Is that a Rumbler? Well, look at that Rumbler creator.
Hey, Sonny, you on VidMe? Rip VidMe.
Oh, the tragedy of VidMe.
So, we have a guest on the show, and we have asked him, like, no questions about his channel, or, like, things he wants to say to him. So
I was trying to find a point to segue. Yeah, we have a guest. Suris, would you like to introduce yourself? Say a little bit about yourself?
No. I'm kidding.
Well, end of episode.
I'm kidding. So, hi, my name is Suris. I've been doing YouTube on and off for about 11 years. I've been doing my main channel, the one that is my full-time job, for a little over 4 years. And I've been doing it full-time for about 2.5 of those 4 years. I also stream over on Twitch, and I have 2 secondary channels, Necosuris, where I talk about more video game stuff as opposed to the politics I talk about on my main channel. And then I'm one of the 4 co-owners of the Sunset City podcast, which is the 3rd channel, where me, Game Apologist, Channel Pup, and Wayne as Boss all talk about Sonic the Hedgehog ad nauseum because we hate ourselves, I guess. But
And if it makes you feel better, half the time Pyro and I just devolve into talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. And
they do. I have such a hard time getting them to stop talking about Sonic.
There's so much to say!
For example, when we were watching E3, like, I was, like, focused on, like, everything going on, and they were like, I don't care, it's not Sonic. I don't care, it's not Sonic. I'm like,
Game Awards, you mean. Not E3, yeah.
I was just making fun of the chat for demanding Sonic all the time.
Yeah, as soon as like Sonic was announced, everybody left the chat.
I don't know if you so it's funny. I actually originally found your channel because of Sunset City. Mm-hmm. Then I went to Necosuris. I almost went in the opposite order you just listed. And then I found Sir, and I was like, wait, he does politics too? I love politics. Let's see that. and now I just watch all 3, like, on a regular basis.
No offense, it's just politics scare me. Anytime I see something with politics, I'm like, I want to go watch a video of a puppy. I'm fine.
I love listening to politics. I actually love it, but I don't say shit about it.
It's fun until you get into American politics. Then you just want to like. That's just when you get into American politics. That's pretty much a way of saying that you hate yourself. Like, pretty much, it is the worst and most toxic political conversation to talk about.
Mm-hmm. But how often do you find, Suris, that the toxicity of politics?
Oh boy!
Oh, dude, I have death threats in my email right now. You want me to pull some up?
Oh shit!
Fun!
Oh, well, you feel safe roasting some death threats? Like, holy!
It's whenever I get them, I generally make a video about them for fun, making fun of the person. Because I don't truthfully. I don't want to go through my email scanning for them, but when they come up, it's fun. I usually also post them to Twitter and make fun of them there. So the next time I get one, you'll see it there.
Hell yeah!
But you don't have an argument; you just consider death threat, and then you win. That's what their mental state is. It's like, well, I don't have an argument, so here's a death threat. I win.
Well, yeah.
So,
like, what would you say is probably the craziest comment story you've encountered, then? I gotta know.
Ooh, this is gonna be good. Uh-oh.
Did we lose him?
Did we lose Suris?
Uh-oh.
You still hear us?
I have good news and bad news. The good news is my phone does have 21% battery. The bad news is the power in the house went out.
Oh shit!
Are you kidding? We have two
So
people with power outages? Oh my god.
Don't worry, we'll power through, guys. We got pun not intended.
Yeah, for the audience,
For once.
Spark is going through a power outage as well, so...
So what I asked was, where you lost Connect, we lost you. I was asking actually, what if you had like a really crazy or crazy comment story that you wanted to share?
Comment story?
Yeah.
I'd have to. So this is where I'd usually open up one of my folders where I've actually archived comments, but this is also the moment where I have to say my power is out, so I can't. So instead, I'm gonna have to do this one largely from memory. There is a creator who I've done several. Thanks, Growlithe. Now is certainly the time for that. There's a creator that I've done a lot of content on because I find that they're a very particularly virulent person. I'll just say call. If you know the context, you know the context. If you don't, better off that you don't. I don't want to bring all that crap over to your channel. But this is one of those people who gave me a lot of threats. Said that he was going to be. Actually, you know what? Can I find? Do I have that? Do I have that comment thread? On my YouTube Studio app? I might have a few. No, a lot of them have disappeared. Oof. But the last comment that he put on my channel, which has since been deleted, probably because it got reported for abuse, was him saying, "Guess who's coming to Georgia, Chris? Stopping by a farm first, though."
Oh shit!
For the context of that, my parents live on a farm, and I do not live terribly far from them. And yes, my first name is Chris, so my brain just went, yes, I can put two and two together. I know what you're threatening. But some of the other fun comments that this person has thrown out, let me see if I can find them, because I know that I sent them to my friend Jeff Holiday, and if they're in that conversation, then I will be able to pull them up for you.
I'm from a farmer's town as well, and I'm going to say that real quick. I feel bad for him saying he's coming down to Georgia. He's going to die. Like, you do not...
Everybody here has weapons. Don't be stupid.
Yeah, just stay where you are. You are more safe there than you are there. So just don't even try. You think you're threatened, but you're not. You're actually, like... what kind of flowers do you want at your funeral? That's what I would have been asking.
But can't find...
Oh boy.
Is it in Twitter that we had that conversation? I just checked through Discord and it's not. Hold on. Let's check here. I've got a few of them in here. Okay, so let me read off some of these comments now that I actually found a place where I have a pseudo archive of these. So after I've made a few videos on this person, he decided that he was going to attempt to start a campaign against my channel, I guess. So I'll read off this one. Should I? So what voice should I read this in? Should I read it in like the internet edgelord voice? Should I read it as Mickey Mouse?
I think Mickey Mouse would be
Mickey Mouse sounds fun
because he's a damn fool.
Okay, this is where I'm going to wish that I was using my studio mic more than anything because high tones and tinny mics don't work. But
oh shit, you're right.
We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Personally, I don't support hatred or bigotry. Therefore, thankfully, I have created a new forum where we are all taking down timestamps so you can be recorded for your behavior. Each video we are finding judgmental as well as perverse commentary, which will be mass flagged. Once we hit 3 flags, then you can go back to pumping gas. I will take premium. Fill it up, please. Let's see how fast you can rebuild a channel once it's destroyed. Yes, no one will miss you. I'm sure you get that a lot from your personal family, though.
Wow. Why does it feel like Mickey would say like that's the scariest part?
Dude, like, oh my god, I was trying so hard to hold in laughter so I didn't interrupt it. But then, like, when you said, I'll take premium, please, just the delivery made me, like, cry laughing, dude. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was the best thing I've ever witnessed. I love that. Thank you for that.
Oh, thank you so much.
There's one particular one that I want to read. If it's in here, hold on. Here's another one that he sent in my comment section.
Have you ever once considered in your life doing the right thing? That means dumping gasoline on yourself and lighting a match.
Oh my god! Oh my god.
Man, why is Mickey Mouse so mean to Sora?
Yeah, damn, Mickey. No wonder he booted him in Smash. He ran away to Smash Bros.
Like, he saw Mickey like kill Donald and Goofy, and he just turned his key and just was like, "Fuck it, I'm off the Smash." So yeah.
See, there was one that I was really trying to find that I thought was in here, but I can't seem to find it. So there was one where he said that he was going to report me to both YouTube and VTube.
And VTube.
VTube, yes, the notorious platform known as VTube.
Oh wow! You know,
founded by a notorious hacker.
Alternatives to YouTube, but clearly VTube is the superior platform.
Wait,
of course.
I have a fun fact. So, back when I was just getting into this other platform called Storyfire, another video platform tried to come up that was actually called VTube. They never got past the first month because they got immediately flagged by a bunch of VTubers. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Whoa! You said the funniest shit you ever seen?
Yeah.
You've never seen Pickle Rick?
Oh god, here we go.
Nope. All right, we're done. Anyway, thank you for tuning into the YTFA podcast.
But yo, dude, that is messed up. That he sent you all that. Like, what set him off?
Me? So here's the thing. Me and this creator have been going back and forth for the better part of 2.5, 3 years.
Fun.
Halfway through this discourse, I invited him onto my channel so that we could have a conversation, because I thought in my head, stupidly, that maybe this man is trolling. Maybe he is not sincere. I'll bring him on and we'll have a conversation, person to person, and hopefully, in so doing, we'll figure out where we stand, and the fact that the grand old we're not so different, you and I, that whole bit. But in having that conversation, I realized that this person was unhinged, severely needed therapy, and probably did not need to be part of society. I don't want to repeat some of the things that they said, but they deliberately said that they felt safer saying them on my channel because it means that their channel wouldn't be taken down if that colors the nature of those comments. Yeah. So it was fun. So it also means whenever his fans come into my comment section and say, "Why don't you just have a conversation with him?" I did. I've done that. I've had that experience. I got the T-shirt. I burned it because it was made of asbestos, and now we're here.
Asbestos T-shirts, my favorite kind.
What? How? I'm speechless. Why?
Some people are just like this, dude.
Some people just want to see the world burn.
Some people are just shitty.
Yeah.
I would walk up to this person and ask him, "Were you not hugged enough as a child? Would you like a hug? You seem like the kind of person that needs a hug."
So now, since I know since I know this person's content, I know that their response would be some flavor of hugs are actually an Illuminati conspiracy.
Oh, fun. One of these people.
God.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's one of those.
Oh.
I'm gonna cry. Just cry.
He's that kind of shitty, yeah?
He's that kind of special.
Ah.
So
You know?
I don't want to spend the whole time talking about another content creator, but you did want a story about a comment story, and if there is anybody who's commented on my stuff the most, he is the second most.
Okay, so you heard it now to our small audience listening to this, our very small audience. Go give Suris some wholesome comments. Like, get rid of this guy. Let's send some wholesomeness, some kindness over there.
Let him know he's loved. Let him know you're giving him virtual hugs.
Yeah.
Even though they're Illuminati conspiracy, you're giving him virtual hugs. For the Illuminati.
They're good Illuminati conspiracies too, I'm sure.
Really?
Like, cupcakes are a conspiracy.
What?
Yeah, think about it. They're just trying to get you to eat less cake, damn it. I don't know where I'm going with this bit. It's not my best bit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm off my game tonight.
Do you want me to try to spin that into an Alex Jones moment?
Sure.
Alex Jones in the cupcake.
Hold on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about something really important today. Big government is trying to sell you less cake. More cake is more freedom. Less cake, less freedom. They're all communists trying to distribute cake equally to everyone. I need more cake. Cupcakes, they are a communist conspiracy theory given by big government trying to make you eat less cake.
That is very, very on point.
That is
this episode would be
very good, Alex Jones.
The first question that I always ask is, which YouTubers inspired your content, or at least what inspired you to get into content creation in general?
Okay. So content creation I've been wanting to do since I was, a teenager. I'm 30 now, or almost 30. So it's hard for me to really pinpoint that. My current content, I know, was inspired a lot by people like Godless Cranium, Viced Rhino, and Paulogia. Though the direction of my content certainly was inspired by other content creators. The current... Sorry if I am breathing a lot. I'm trying to walk and get bottled water, as the water's not working now. We're on a well system, so when the power goes out, so does the water.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But my current method of creating content is largely inspired by Vosh in terms of making the content over on Twitch or while streaming, and then taking that content and repurposing it for YouTube afterwards. Though the style is definitely very, very different with what I do, given that I do the VTubing thing, and I've been doing that for almost a year now. And that one was actually inspired by my audience. Years ago, I got gender-bent fan art for the first time.
Yeah.
And eventually the gender-bent fan art just kind of stuck. People just kept on submitting it. So I got to the point where I said, okay, fine. If you guys keep on submitting that fan art, obviously this is what you want. So I'll just take the channel in that direction. Why not? So
it's a good way of incorporating
14 VTuber models later.
And that's how you got that's how you got reincarnated as an anime cat girl. That's the title of your isekai, by the way.
Or when I use the slime model, we can just copyright infringement.
You could,
Copyrights turn me into a cat girl. There's the title.
Copyright turned me into a cat girl.
Oh, God.
All right, but the second question that I always ask new guests is, how do you come up with new videos? What is your creative process? How do you how do you find topics to talk about? Essentially,
Give me just a second. Make sure that I've got water out and available. You go, hon. Yeah. Okay.
So as far as how I get topics, I've got a couple of ways of doing so. One is I am involved in political Twitter, for better or worse. As a result, I tend to get... There we go. I can finally sit after moving a bunch of water. Anywho, I am involved a lot in political Twitter, which means that I tend to get a lot of that stuff on my timeline.
Okay, so it just kind of pops up at that point?
A lot of stuff will just pop up, and I have a... Jesus, she is not happy. Normally this wouldn't be as much of a problem, but no power means dogs come inside. Let me see if I can use that and help with that noise a little bit. So... Mainly, whenever I see content that I think I need to respond to, I have a secondary Discord that's private, where I actually catalog everything I'm ever going to respond to always, so that it's all there and organized for me, so that when I go live, I just have to go into the section where I've cataloged everything and select the topics that I'm going to be covering that day from the catalog that I've been literally just doing randomly throughout the week.
Okay.
That way, if I see something and I'm like, I need to talk about that, it just goes into the sources folder on Discord. And then when I'm about to go live, I just open up that and go, hey, I need to make 3 or 4 videos today. I'm going to go ahead and select these 3 things. And if there's something that I haven't done the research for, usually at that point, I'll do the research before I go live. But if it's something that I know the background information for already, then I can just go ahead and select it and put it up because I've got the information in the back of my head.
That is a really interesting process, because that's actually something I've always wondered myself too. Because like sometimes I watch your videos, I'm like, does Suris just fucking hate himself and like actively look for the worst people?
And the answer to that is, I don't look for the worst people, but the worst people show up in my timeline. Yeah. The other. Sorry, go on.
I was about to joke and say, so basically you don't hate yourself, Twitter hates you.
I mean, Twitter that is everyone, certainly part of it. The other part of that is that I have a video recommendation section in my Discord, so if people want to recommend me content for me to cover, they can drop it in there, and then I'll look through there, and if I see something that looks like something I should be responding to, then I go ahead and move it from my public Discord into my private one, where it then becomes a selectable piece of content later. The third way that I get stuff is if my editor, Cherry, messages me and says, hey, there's this thing that's happening right now, you need to talk about it. That's usually when I'm like, okay, I probably should, you're right.
And then it just... It's really cool learning the process behind it, because honestly, it's just something I ask so many times and watching videos, like, how the fuck is he finding this shit?
Because he's just that good. He has psychic powers where he just closes his eyes and starts going, and then it's there.
Is that the 4th way?
He's just like...
No, the 4th way is somebody submits something in my comment section, and I'm just like, all right. Usually that's the most toxic kind of content.
Oh.
Yeah, that's usually the stuff where they find... Comments are magical, you know? They can be super wholesome or super toxic, and there's no in-between.
YouTube makes me laugh. They're like, we're going to get rid of dislikes to help the content creator not be harassed. Meanwhile, comments still exist. Okay, YouTube, you did a good job. I'm proud of you.
Moreover, likes to dislike ratio is a thing that helps content creators more than anything. Yes. If you're a commentary creator, seeing like to dislike ratio helps you judge how a community responded to a video, or if it's a video responding to another content creator, at what point did that content creator send his audience over to you? Like, on my end of YouTube, dislikes are a really useful thing. Like if I do a video on, say, Nick Fuentes, who is what's the best way to describe this person?
Influential.
What?
I said influential.
No, I wish he wasn't.
Existing.
I'm trying to find a pseudonym for Nazi that isn't that.
Oh,
So that I'm not just.
Oh wait.
So
Yeah,
you're
I've
asshole.
heard of Nick Fuentes. Yeah.
I think the
So
word
you
you're looking
know
for
that
is
there's the
asshole?
reason that I'm having trouble finding a word other than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for some
I guess
reason,
if he's
I
in-
off like Ben Shapiro going. So let's just say hypothetically, and then that's it.
The difference is though, Ben. So the audience that Ben appeals to is an audience of people who have like an intuitive idea of how the world's supposed to work, and he appeals to that intuition. I think that Ben is wrong with like 80% of the things he says, but at least he knows how to appeal to a majority of people. Nick appeals to the type of people who can only find love on 4chan.
Oh.
That is sad. Ouch. That is a bird if I haven't heard
So
one.
it would be pretty good to know if he sends his people.
And the way that I've been able to figure that out in the past is if I've done a video on Nick and the dislike ratio goes up very high, I don't even have to look in the comment section to know his people are there. But when I look in there, I can verify.
No, there's no dislikes, so you're just kind of...
Anytime I hear 4chan, I never hear anything good about 4chan. Like, what the hell is 4chan?
a bad place.
Okay,
Who
so
is this
I'll give you the quick normie rundown of 4chan.
Please do.
4chan is an image posting board where everybody posts anonymously and things are loosely grouped into several categories. The most noteworthy category is B. That's the random board. You may go on that board and find wholesome Pokemon stuff. You may go on that board and find CP. It's a roll of the dice. Don't go into B.
Yeah, 4chan's not fun.
I mean, the Pokemon one sounds nice. Number 2 sounds like I want to gouge my eyes out. But
yes,
like the roll of the dice.
That's 4chan.
That is 4chan. Now, I said things are loosely grouped, so like there is a Pokemon section of there. There is the poll section, which is the
infamous
it's
poll
supposed to be where
section.
people discuss politics, but really it stands for politically incorrect, so it's where people go to be really bigoted. And I'm not going to go over all the other board because there's a lot of other board groupings there. But the biggest thing with 4chan is you post anonymously, which means when you throw something up, the only way somebody can respond with is OP is right or OP is wrong or OP needs to burn in a gas truck fire, whichever way the internet decides to fly that day. But because everything's anonymous, everybody feels incredibly free with what they say. Thanks, Yumi. I didn't really want you hissing at me today, but that's cool. But everybody feels ridiculously free with what they say. So, whereas in a YouTube comment section, it might be 1 in 20 comments somebody tells you that you need to go submerge yourself in tar. On 4chan, that's probably about every second comment.
Microphones. Let's talk more about microphones if we still have time. I don't know. Do we?
We still have a little time, yeah.
Okay, so microphones. What would you recommend for the common upcoming content creator, whether they be doing gaming videos or podcasts like this abomination, or when they go and decide to go into voice acting? You know, like what
So those are all different questions. If you're going into voice acting, you want to go with an audio mixer setup. If you are going into just making YouTube videos, you can make do with a Blue Yeti, though I would recommend getting a Razer Siren more than a Yeti because it's going to cost you less anyways, and the sound quality is about the same. There's a tiny bit more tin in it, but not as much as you get with the Yeti Snowball, and the price difference between the Razer Siren and the Snowball is insignificant, really, to me. The biggest thing I can say is the most important part of any video, more than anything, is your audio quality. You can have the best visuals. Literally, you can have visuals that you spent 2 years on, and they look like they were taken from the best scenes in Hollywood cinema. But if your audio is garbage, people will click off.
I can attest to that. I used to have the
I'm
worst
so glad
microphone.
It's
There's-
pretty true. People
We-
put up with some back before in the before times of my channel, before I learned how to really animate, when I was a shitty animator animating on an 8-year-old iPad. People for some reason still watched, and it was because the audio and the writing were pretty solid.
Yeah, honestly, that's one thing I struggled on for the longest time was audio. Video, like I said, I worked for video for a long time. That made sense, and I even like took classes about on it. And then we were like, okay, we're gonna get into audio, and we just pretty much talked about different kinds of microphones, and that was it. We never got into mixing. We never got into anything else, and I think we only touched like Adobe, like what was it called, Adobe Audition or something like that, like once.
So the best advice I could give to somebody who does not know how to do audio stuff and wants to make videos on YouTube, if you're going and doing audio only videos, like doing video essays, where you're not having to have a camera running at the same time, grab a free program like Audacity. I know there's been issues with Audacity in the past, but you can grab older versions that don't have the same problems. Grab something free like that. Grab like a Razer Siren microphone, and make sure that when you're recording, you have a lot of furniture in the room you're recording in, because any smooth surface, your audio, your voice is going to bounce off of. It's going to bounce off of that. It's going to hit the microphone again, and it's going to make it sound echoey. It's going to make it sound bad. It's going to make it sound like you're not being professional. You can do a ton of post-production work to your audio, but if that raw audio has that echo or any of those other major issues, it's still going to, like, the bits of that are still going to be there. You can do noise reduction so that you don't hear a fan in the background as easily, but that echoing stuff is something you're not going to be able to really get rid of, not to a major extent.
Don't they have something that you can put on the walls as well, like some kind of foam or something?
You don't even have to, that foam's expensive, but
It's
you
very
can buy
expensive. I've looked into
that foam in a small thing for about $30 to $50, depending on which one you get, and you
And
can
the
get
thing
them to
is,
just surround the microphone alone.
Yeah. Build a mini studio box. Like, use one of the cardboard fold-outs that you would use for presentations for like middle school, and then just put that foam on the cardboard, and then put that cardboard in front of your mic.
Well, like, that's the beauty. Yeah, it's like, it works well. It actually works so well. I've done it.
I've also heard of people like recording in their closet because like they're like covered in like their clothes and stuff, and that your clothing basically dampens the audio.
Yep, like that's a big thing. You just want audio damp. Like me, I have a blanket right in front of where I speak. Like, not right now, because obviously I'm not at my desk. I don't have any of that stuff because my power's dead. But normally when I'm speaking, there's my desk, which is a standing desk. My monitor's on top of that, and then behind that there is just a big blanket that is dampening the sound coming out. And then my office is covered in furniture. I've got pegboarding everywhere that has like Nerf guns and stuff that I modify on it, but they also help dampen sound because all of that is either porous or non-smooth surfaces, and that's what you want to disperse your voice as opposed to bounce it and reverberate it back to you.
Huh.
So there we go. We got some audio advice for all our listeners today, which is, seriously, I don't think we've ever given audio advice, have we?
No.
Oh, no, we have.
No, I don't think we have.
No,
we have, actually, to one guy who was like...
We've given recording advice, we've given animation advice, but we've never given audio advice. So now I think we hit all the things on how to make sure your content doesn't look or sound like shit, featuring the YTFA podcast.
Can we just rename the show that? Like, I feel like that's most of the show.
Let's just call it the Shit Sock Podcast.
You realize we could just be replaced by the book How to Shoot Film That Doesn't Suck, right?
Yeah.
Which, if you want to do content creation, please feel free to find a copy of that book. Like, they use that as textbooks at the when I studied film, we used those as textbooks, and it's really good, and actually is somehow funny, while like teaching you a lot about like content creation, and is only like $12, and that's in Canadian, so it's probably cheaper in the US. Because everything's more expensive here. Our games are $80 instead of $60. Even though when you count for inflation, it should be $70.
Well, you know, Jack, if you game PC, and if you got like a VPN and use Steam, you could buy games with American prices. Just saying.
True.
Yeah.
Dang, it's only $5. I just looked up the how to shoot video that doesn't suck. It's $5 at Walmart. That's
$5?
You know what, Jack? One of these days, if you need something, I'm just gonna buy it for you and just ship it to you because
it's $12.99 for me.
Oh man. Oh Canada.
I don't say this often, but fuck Canada.
It's the first time I heard somebody genuinely say fuck Canada. That was amazing.
Well, I do have 1% available until I hit that 10 mark where I've got to keep my phone sitting for emergency purposes.
Okay,
so
if you want to hop out now, you can.
So we should probably thank him for.
I want to wrap this up then.
I'd say if you guys have one more question, I can probably do that pretty easily.
Let's see. Question: is there anything in general that you would want to say to kind of encourage our viewers today? And just because we pardon?
Encourage them to what?
Obviously to
buy gold. No, just
we're obviously selling NFTs. Come on, haven't you heard me
I feel like the Alex Jones voice for that one.
There's 5 episodes of this show where I just shit on how much I hate NFTs. I swear.
If you wanted to buy a receipt to a piece of art you'll never actually hold in your hands and burn down a rainforest when you do it, get an NFT.
Yep.
But is there any thing you want to say to encourage our viewers, because they mostly want to be content creators too?
Yeah, that's easy. If you want to be a content creator, just fucking do it. I'm not trying to troll when I say that. The best piece of advice that I was ever given where content creation is concerned has been to just do it. You can spend hours, weeks, months, even years planning your perfect first video, and it will still suck ass.
Yep.
Just accept that when you start on the platform, you will blow ass at what you do. And in a year, the content you make will look better. But after another year, you're going to look back at that content and go, wow, that content blew ass. Because you're going to constantly be improving. But here's the kicker. You can't improve unless you start. If you are the type of person that sends an essay to your best friend, like, hey, I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel. I'm doing this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Do you think it's a good idea? Nix that last part. That part where you asked if it's a good idea, your friend doesn't know. A random YouTuber that is at 100,000 subs, they don't know either. Just do it. See if it works. And when your first few actions fail, figure out how to learn from them. You can't know if your topic is too narrow. You can't know if your audio needs improving. You can't know if your video editing can be altered or improved. If you have not edited, if you have not put any audio out, and if you haven't put any content out for an audience to latch onto or not yet, if you don't just do it, there is not a single bit of advice that can help you.
Wow, that is great advice. I feel like we've been saying that so much, but you put it so much better than any of us.
Highlight it, slap that shit on a bumper sticker, give it to your grandmother on a t-shirt. All right, that's how you do it.
Let's get Shia LaBeouf to say it. Sorry, I'm horrible, I know.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
But seriously, thank you so much, Suris, for being on the show. This this was an awesome experience, and it means the world to me that you came on and joined us today. Like,
Yeah, honestly, you were a great guest. Thank you so much for coming on. You still have a little bit of time. Is there anything that you want to plug? Anything you want to like throw out there to our audience of like 2 people?
So
we have an average audience of 50. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was about to say, not just 2 people.
I know.
So I do have a Resident Evil 3 retrospective that should be going up on Suris as soon as I finish my last playthrough of that game. It's for the original one, not the remake, because I've already got a video about the remake up on that channel. Past that, I don't feel comfortable plugging a lot of stuff that goes up on my main channel for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So usually I just plug stuff that's on Suris. I will probably be streaming later tonight if the power turns back on, but I imagine this episode's going to be up, so that's going to be like them having to use a time machine to go watch that stream.
Episodes go up at the end of every month, so like,
well,
yeah.
I don't know.
Follow him on YouTube and Twitch if he has one. You could go back in time
and like, check out Sunset City as well. Genuinely the funniest podcast I've ever listened to.
Have you ever heard of the Time Podcast?
Also, one last question before you go. This is very important. It means a lot to our viewers. I'm sending the images now. I need you to pick one: Buff Barney or Buff Hootie.
Oh my God.
Oh, we're bringing him back. Why?
The 2 basically mascots of this show.
Oh, okay, we're doing this again.
Yeah.
Why? I thought we were done with the Buff Barney and Buff Hootie.
The people want it.
Where have the images been sent?
YTFA General.
YTFA General. Okay.
I hate the bow.
Okay, so I can actually answer this. I can actually answer this one very, very easily.
Yes.
I love you. You love me. I can chop a tree down with my fucking fist.
Let's go. Thank you. You have made my day, Suris. By not only being on the show and like being really cool, by like acknowledging us 3, basically very
nobodies.
microscopic YouTubers.
Absolute nobodies.
That feels harsh to ourselves, Here's
the thing. Everything's relative. There is a new YouTuber that probably looks up to you guys and thinks that you guys are huge in comparison to them. And there are YouTubers who I look at and think they're huge in comparison to me. Don't judge yourself based on the size of another content creator. Just judge yourself over your own personal merits of success.
Fair.
Oh my
very
God, my
fair.
heart
That's
just
great.
melted when you said that. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being on here.
Thank
You're
you.
an awesome guest to have.
It was really cool actually talking to you.
Use the rest of your phone battery for emergencies. And sorry about the technical hell everyone seemed to have today.
Yeah.
It's certainly been that. All right. Thank you guys for letting me on. I will be hopping off.
Let's get raw.
I wonder how long you could go on for.
Into the news.
That was pretty impressive.
That scarred me.
So, how about the interview, guys? That was a pretty good interview, huh?
Yeah. Suris was a great guest.
Oh yeah. I love this advice about the microphones and stuff, and made me realize how shitty my microphone was.
Yeah. Oh, also, this totally isn't the next day because it's only been a few minutes, right, guys?
Yeah, totally. All right.
Totally. We did.
By
the way, I got my power back. Yay!
Power's back. Everything's fine. Murphy's Law has been averted for now.
Yeah, and now it's time to bring back Murphy's Law for the Cursed Meme Hour.
Please no.
Oh, goody.
Do we have to?
So, I believe today, Santos, you said you had a cursed meme first, and then I think
cursed meme. I'm actually bringing up Discord real quick. I'm actually going into the reject server, which is not in there, but you should join the server so you can get your content reviewed. I also
you can also send it to us on Twitter.
Yeah, but it's not as fun. Anyway, so back to the whole grindy grind of it. Here I call her Patara.
Patara.
So elegant, so warm.
Incredible.
So beautiful.
Just heard a scream. What was that?
Thank you, DVR.
That was my dad coughing in another, like 2 rooms away.
Your dad can sense Patara's presence.
Patara's reference has made my father scream 2 rooms away. Patara.
Dear Patara.
I'm not disappointed by this.
Wait, hold on. Let me do my.
I mean, it makes sense that a starfish would be a waterbender, though. I mean,
It does. It honestly does.
Wait, I got this.
I googled Patara, and I was not disappointed.
We need Patara. We need Patara to be canon. Please, Nickelodeon. make
Patara
this
is
canon.
Buff Barney's girlfriend.
Patara could.
That's our thumbnail. Patara. We photoshopped Patara and Buff Barney together on a date, and Sirs just looks in disgust.
You know, that is a spicy meme.
I like that idea.
So,
Now, I hope.
yeah. I
hope that Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl. I can see it now. A skin for Patrick. That's just Katara.
Oh my god, they can make this happen!
we need it.
can
We
make
need
it
it.
happen.
I need it!
I need it.
I need it!
So,
Okay.
guys, so I have some cursed memes here in my cursed memes for YTFA folder. I don't know if you know this. I keep a folder where I save cursed memes just for this show now. That's where I'm at now.
Before, but yeah.
So I have 5 new ones in the folder. So I want you guys to pick a number between 1 and 5.
Let's see. 5.
5.
I picked 3.
5 and 3. Okay, so I'll start with 5 and then I'll share 3. Okay?
Okay.
So these are both news items, actually. This first one, I don't know if you guys heard about Kronk. He got a new job. He is now
Head delivery boy.
Oh my god. What?
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
No, it's not. Is he delivering Patara to Buff Barney?
Perhaps. Well, now, that's funny because that leads into meme number 3 actually. Because I feel like we've been hyping up Barney a bit too much. Because in bad news, Barney is cheating on Patara.
No.
Barney is cheating
Stop.
on Patara.
Enough! What? Where do you find these? Where? Like, mine looks so taped compared to your cursed meme. This right here is cursed. This is like, look, even the person in the background is like looking away from this bullshit. They don't want part of this. They're done with this. They are out. They are ready to leave as soon as that light goes red to cross the street.
You gotta give Barney this. We've given him lots of confidence.
Oh, jeez.
We've given Barney lots of confidence over the past year, and that's good for him. But I think
Speaking
we've
of
given him too much.
confidence, I am so confident to watch these videos. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Don't be Buff Barney. Don't cheat on Patara.
Don't obviously go on a crack binge and lose all your buff for the sake of. Anyway. So
3, 2, 1, let's jam.
So who's this first video by?
This is by Coronex. Honey Pup Episode 1. Oh goody. Softcore porn.
Are we about to get flagged?
It's been 4,000
We've been flagged for less, so I don't know.
Have
Maybe.
we?
Probably not.
Probably for Buff Barney.
Okay, first off,
not.
I'm gonna say,
Okay.
video quality is a little bit fuzzy.
Remember, this is their first video.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
I checked.
Yeah.
And we totally didn't record this particular video critique already, and only to lose internet, and therefore have to re-record it.
Definitely not. This is definitely the first
Definitely
solid
not.
time
No.
that we watched this. We're so intrigued. We're actually going to play this and watch it for the first time with our audience of 2 people. So please.
We have an average audience of 30 to 50. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, we definitely did not make that joke before.
I
Definitely
think
not.
we did.
No.
We might have made that joke with Suris, actually.
I think so. Yeah.
No, we
Actually,
did not,
freeze it.
Parnell. We did not make that joke.
At the end of the episode, we have to reference this joke one more time. Otherwise, it won't be funny, because rule of threes.
Not
Okay?
funny.
Yes.
Didn't laugh.
Didn't laugh.
Guys, if we screw this...
Anyway,
If we-
video.
It's
Video.
been 4,000
Video.
years since we've been able to fucking meet
It's
up.
been 4,000 years!
Whoa,
I
it's
mean,
been
last
4,000
time we
years
tried
since
to-
you've been
we
able to
tried
fuck. That
2
sucks,
years
bro.
ago.
Yeah,
It didn't
dude.
work because COVID was a thing.
Fuck COVID.
And then
That's
we
fair.
last
Wait,
year,
you fucked
but
COVID?
we couldn't
Dude, that's
actually do it,
nasty.
couldn't
You
meet up,
better
and we
check
finally
yourself
tried
for
to
like
this year.
AIDS or some shit. I mean,
Took
damn,
fucking
that's
4
nasty.
tries this time, honestly, but 5th time's the charm.
Honestly, I do like the on-screen
Yeah.
dynamic
So
of
we should
these
be
guys,
good
though.
at
recording.
You can tell
yeah.
they're friends. You can tell they're having fun. And I gotta give them that, because I think with some good editing and a higher quality camera, they can, like, really make something fun. Really make a really fun channel.
Smosh
Taking one for the
2.0.
team.
I was actually gonna say, like, an old school Game Grumps almost, or something like that, because it's more video game oriented, right?
Yeah, true. Not today, but some.
Oh wait, Smosh Games
Oh, no,
exists.
what we're going
I've never watched any of those videos,
We
though,
do
so
not talk about Smosh games on this
All right, let's just
podcast.
get this over with. Let's do this.
good to know.
Oh, okay, it's working. Hopefully.
Yeah,
Let's
These
Smosh
two.
Games
Wait,
is,
wait. Pause it for a moment.
Okay.
These 2 idiots were at this for hours. They both
Let's
sat there
go.
crying, wondering where.
Where can they get their anime girls? Join these guys
this out.
as they simp for waifus on the new Nickelodeon show, YTFA.
You really hate my narrator voice every time you're like, no, fuck it, Nickelodeon. Narrator, nah.
It's not really a hatred, I just think it's funny to contrast it with it. And I think the dynamic of the two characters works really well.
It's like a war.
Okay, calm down.
Yeah, and I think it's funny.
Okay.
I love your narrator voice. I think it's an incredible narrator voice. So I come up with the shittiest narrator voice as a joke. So one thing I'm going to say about this video is we have the black bars on the side here, right?
I'm never gonna.
First of all, you could easily move the webcam over to the proper corner.
Yeah.
And I'd suggest putting like a wallpaper in the background. And then you'd be good. It's not a lot.
Do they have branding on their channel?
I'm sorry. I just had
I'm-
to see it.
I want to see this real quick. Let's see what they're.
Well, it's a very new channel, it seems, so...
Yeah.
So let's see. Okay. Profile picture's good. I would
Profile
recommend
picture is really good.
getting a banner. A banner would be nice.
You know what? Let's go for
It
the
adds more. It adds more
Banner.
character
We're ready
to
to
your
do a
channel.
pro gamer move.
Pro gamer move.
Yeah.
Fair.
And
They only have
Banner,
2
an
videos
about
so
page.
far.
yeah. And
Okay,
I
Like,
just
they
want
obviously
to.
just started.
They
Yeah.
just started last month. Like,
And the quality of the second video is a significant improvement.
Joe, you're gonna put
yeah, we did
Yeah.
peak. And like, so like we can already tell you're on a good track to start, you know? Like you're starting off with a pretty, with already above a lot of people's first videos. So you just gotta keep going, keep practicing. You know, I always recommend the five things list. You know, every video, write down 5 things you want to improve for the next video, and then pick the biggest issue and work on that for the next video.
So
and so on and so on. And you keep gradually improving every time. I will always advise that, especially when you're just starting out.
How dare you? No, please. Asian persuasion, come.
Yeah.
You'll never find love.
I will say they're very funny. They're very witty. You know?
Yeah. Buddy, reliable, man.
So I will give them this. Like for a first video, this is really good.
I was having the best dream. All right, I'm up.
Just practice.
5 more minutes, Mom. Come on.
Yeah, no. To be fair, I want 5 more minutes every morning.
There's no time to waste.
Get up is definitely still dreaming. How did you get in here? I'm calling the police. Wait, who are you? Sorry, we aren't any snitches. We're just gonna ask.
Now we ain't no bitches.
Yeah, we're gonna ask who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else got any notes?
Yeah, but
I don't think so.
Huh?
No, not really. I mean,
Did we? Oh. Did we?
the commentary is really good. I mean, they obviously, they work off each other really well.
Sorry, what?
I mean,
Yeah.
there's definitely, like, I definitely feel something here. Right,
Question, what
I
exactly
do
is
say
going
just
on?
kind of
Lost for words.
Well, why did you?
where you are right now. I would definitely say I'm just gonna stop it here. Where you are right now, I would definitely say that you should just work on refining your video quality, maybe your audio quality, camera. Just work on that. And also add an about section to your page, because that can actually boost you in the algorithm as well. Add a bit of that search engine optimization there. And just kind of work on these little things.
Yeah.
And I think you'll just kind of grow naturally. Just kind of keep putting yourself out there. And yeah,
It's
I see
honestly
some
just-
potential.
I agree. It's a matter of you got a strong foundation here. And it's a matter of ironing out the bugs, which everyone has to do when they start. Everyone is with you here. And I think these guys are on a pretty solid path, honestly. What about you,
Yeah.
Santos?
Honestly, I have to agree with both of you. I think that for like the first 2 videos, they're very solid. You have a good foundation. I just say start building on that and start building up your brand and go from there. Once you get a brand and you get some traction with like building an audience, you'll be able to go from there and start learning it. Like our host said earlier today in the podcast, is that don't be afraid to post your first video. It's going to suck. And honestly, your first videos are way better than most of ours. So take that and run with it. You're already at a better start than we were. Just go with it and you'll go far. So that's what I have to say there. And this is coming from the Simon Cowell of the group, so.
Yeah, this is coming from the Simon Cowell, so it's gonna be that's pretty big. Hey, we got some stuff in the submission folder, by the way, too.
Oh, do we?
I just noticed. Yeah, 2 that came in today.
Oh yeah. Those were from Deathwordboi, which we're getting to. So. But next up is QWRT951.
All right.
What's going on, guys? Asian reporter Trisha Takanawa here, and now I am literally deciding to make this video something similar to the means of Pokemon.
Okay.
Why Pokemon? Because Pokemon is somehow one of the most best things
It's been
on
a bit.
YouTube
Apparently,
at
the
this
game's
moment.
quote unquote
because
finished.
of Pokemon Go and as released. Everyone's
Quote
channel has
unquote.
been striving to throw out
Because it's
mad
very
Pokemon
much an unfinished
everywhere.
buggy mess still.
I don't understand why this phenomenon has
I
happened.
mean, no. What are you
People
saying? Like the
screwing
development
around,
history of
grabbing
Yandere
Pokemon
Simulator
here
was
and
so
there.
smooth.
Some people
There
are
were
down
no
in
problems
Manhattan
whatsoever.
Trying to catch a Pokemon.
It's I mean,
freaking what's that water fucking Pokemon?
It's a perfect
you guys
game,
know what that water
honestly.
Pokemon is?
Here. Yeah.
Yeah, Vaporeon, and like out of fucking nowhere.
Wait,
like,
why
they
are
just
we
stop
cutting
in
to this
traffic,
footage for
and people are just like
Vaporeon?
going mad hard
people
and
going
shit.
hard.
I
think he cuts to that shot a little
I
fast
Really don't understand.
with the
but we're just
people
gonna
going
be
crazy.
talking about Pokemon ourselves, so
Bit,
that way we
you
can
know?
actually
Yeah.
become the top shit
Cut to it just
on
a little
YouTube
early
for talking about Pokemon.
for the
Why?
joke to land.
Why am I
Yeah,
doing
so-
this? Because I just cause I fucking want to. That's why. All right, so Pokemon is one of those games that you haven't seen since the 90s. Like, you've been seeing it all the time. Everywhere you go, you see someone with Game Boy, they got Pokemon.
Is it weird
They got that
to me that he's
Pokemon. They
talking
got that
about
Pokemon in their hands. They're walking
while
around,
Yandere is
trading
some
shit.
weird-
And, you know.
Yeah,
like,
there's a lot of
people
people
epic.
who do
Had
like
that
rants
Game
with
Boy-
like unrelated gameplay in the background.
and then you just
Yeah,
had the
that's
wire
fair.
and you just
I don't
link.
know.
But,
I just felt like
Game Boy and you
Pokemon
just, like,
gameplay.
bam, you trade. But now we got wireless trading.
But like, there's
we
not
got
much to look
worldwide
at with
trading.
Pokemon
We
gameplay,
get all that
and it is
extra
hard
stuff,
to
you know?
record.
And now we're going
later
into the wild.
Pokemon
We leave our
games.
houses to go catch Pokemon on a Android
Unless you
app
want to play Sword
known
and
as
Shield,
Pokemon
but
Go.
do you really
know,
want to play Sword and Shield?
I will go
Sword and Shield wasn't that bad.
and catch me some Pokemon.
It was
Like,
But in
it's
this
definitely
video,
not
I
their
will be
best
talking
game. But I
more
wouldn't
or
say
less
it's
of
like
watching someone
god
doing
awful.
something with
It's
Pokemon,
definitely
because
it's a
kind of
solid
great
game,
to
but it's
see
not as good
how
as
people
it's
act
definitely the weakest
when they're
in
playing these
Pokemon
type of games, and, you
franchise.
know. So I just
Sword
found
and
this one
Shield is
video.
the
Yeah.
Sonic
Really-
Forces of
it's really
Pokemon,
good.
where it's
So
perfectly
I was
playable,
Basically, yeah.
but it's
"Ew,
just
what
so
the fuck?" But I
meh.
didn't even watch. I watched like a
Yes.
mere 4
Yes, it's painfully
milliseconds of the
mediocre is
video,
what it is.
and I was like, you
Yeah,
know what, this might be
it's
kind of
the
juicy.
Sonic
Let's jump
Forces of
forward
that
into
I'm
it.
gonna
So
say
let's
Black and White is still the
But-
best out of the whole franchise.
gotta catch 'em
so-
all!
Isaac, what are you doing? I'm looking for Pikachu.
Stop right there. Stop.
I like
stop
that he
right
cuts to
there.
memes and like
We gotta
footage,
see
but
that
I feel
again.
like I don't know.
What are those?
But I don't know if like
The fuck is
I
that?
feel like the video should be a little high, like more editing to it. You know, there's a bit more.
There's not
There's
too
a
much
lot-
flash. Not really sure. Like really, like from first impression, like watching it, not sure what I was going into. I felt kind of lost through it. Like at first when I saw the Yandere
Yeah.
Simulator, I thought like, oh okay, so this is gonna be like a Yandere Simulator Let's Play, and then it goes into Pokemon. I'm like, okay, is he talking about Pokemon? Is this like an informative? And then you start making jokes, which
It's more of a
isn't
comedic
bad,
rant, which
but
is
it's,
funny.
It's
funny.
not bad. It's just what I think is like what you're suffering with is a directional approach. Like the entertaining part's there, but the direction isn't. I would suggest moving forward, you should focus more on finding that direction and making it clear to your audience on what your direction is. For example, an introduction saying, "Hello, welcome to the video. Today I'd like to discuss or rant about or etc. etc." That way people know what they're getting into from the beginning. And
He
also
kind of did do that. Say that though.
if he did, I missed it because like
He said right away, he's like, "Hi, reporter," and he named the reporter Family Guy here, and I'm gonna talk about Pokemon for a second, and then
oh,
he went on.
that's so weird. I missed it.
It did feel like he just kind of dropped us into like the topic.
Yeah,
without
like if he did
an
say
elaborate, like a further introduction though.
if he did say it, just felt like I don't know. It just felt like there was no build up to the topic. Maybe that's why I missed it. It was just kind of thrown at me.
I think that's part of it. It's just like the formatting is a little bit weird. The actual video is fine and the content is funny, but yeah, it just kind of like you don't really know what you're in for.
Yeah, I mean it's okay. It's an okay video. I'll give it that.
Yeah,
I'd say it's pretty funny. He's pretty witty. He's pretty quick, you know.
I consider it okay because the comedy's there. The video is just meh quality, and the direction is a little bit off. So I give it a meh. It's not bad. It's not good. It's okay. It's a good start. It's somewhere to build. I give it that.
Fair. I would definitely.
I think it's
recommend a bit more editing if you're gonna do the editing jokes, you know. And I would recommend.
I do think.
Yeah, sorry.
It comes to these kinds of like commentary, like rant type videos. Editing is very important because if it's just a video you talking, you kind of need something that's more visually stimulating. And the memes are a good way to break it up, but you still need a little bit more like I think there was a point where you kind of like yelled or something. If it like zoomed in on something on the screen, that would have been a good way to like emphasize he's raising his voice. But
yeah,
I mean, I see a lot of potential here. I see something here. I see potentially entertaining content here.
I do too.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, I give it probably a solid 6.5 out of 10. Like kind of like on the verge of being a 7. I feel like my goal for you is to kind of get up to an 8. Don't try getting perfection. Try to do a slow improvement. focus on that transition. Make sure that your audience can clearly know what's going on, how you're going to introduce it, and adding more edits, and you'll go a lot farther. Other than that, good job.
Alrighty.
Actually, I just realized this video is from like 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
So.
Oh, that is so not fair. Should we check one of his
Why
newer
did
videos?
Why did you submit a video from 4 years ago, dude?
Yeah, that's
let's.
weird.
Unless he doesn't do that format anymore, and he wanted to maybe come back and expand on it.
Maybe, because it looks like he mostly
channel,
does. It looks like he mostly does long form gameplay videos now, like live streams and stuff.
And looks like there's some Sonic influence on the channel, which I approve of.
Branding is nice.
Yeah.
Honestly,
branding is really good. Like I don't see.
I just want to click into like a quick video just to see like how his streaming quality is.
Dang, he's been doing this since 2006.
Okay, streams are actually pretty nice quality. I like that. Let me skip around real quick. I'm just showing this on my end for the viewers.
This is my first constellation.
Yo, I found another rant video from him.
Another talk.
Facebook automatic bot is bad from July. For that one, I would recommend the camera quality. And the image is a little stretched out.
Just
but
ride the train with me.
Oh yeah.
To the ball. Ride the ball.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now. It's
We're gonna get
not that bad.
That last wonderful.
Not that bad.
I can see a lot of room to grow. I feel also, subscriber count is hidden. Don't be ashamed of your subscribers. Unhide that subscriber count. Let people see. All right.
Be bold.
Also, the thumbnails are a little too samey sometimes. There's a lot of just your avatar in the thing, and that will turn people away sometimes. So I would recommend make sure to always have a unique thumbnail for each one, while keeping a consistent brand. I know it's hard, and it feels like I'm asking for a lot here, and I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help with your branding. Guys,
anyway, so I think we can just what? Oh no, I guess we can just jump ahead to I was in a box. Next video, which we've seen his videos before. They're pretty good, but let's.
I think I subscribed to him last time.
Yeah, let me think. I think I'm subscribed to him. Let me check on that. I was subscribed to him, but I think you're the right person. I can't remember.
Perhaps.
Anyway, here's that video. 5 cartoons you totally forgot about.
So before the video, just a heads up. I have a really sore throat, so my voice might sound a little weird sometimes. Just a warning. Hang in there. Thank you so much. Let's go. Now you probably remember shows like Invader Zim, Doug, Cat Dog, and Rocket Power.
The Invader Zim, by the way. I really like that transition.
Rocket
But
Power!
over the years, there has been a long list of forgotten cartoons.
Yo, Dave the Barbarian!
Dave the Barbarian!
Let's go!
Barbarian!
Mr. Meaty is a
I thought that was a dream or something.
No!
That would be a forgotten cartoon. And sometimes a cartoon is so bad.
Oh, Billy and
that it's a good thing you
Mandy.
forgot about
What
it.
a classic.
And other times you get to rediscover a show you might have loved, and for some reason or another, you just blocked that out over the years.
Yeah.
Absolute classic.
Sorry, you got 3 cartoon obsessed nerds here. Hell
Without
yeah.
wasting any more time, let's just jump right into
Darkwing
it.
Duck!
This is 5 forgotten cartoons.
Rugrats
High School Days was a spin-off of, well, you guessed it, the Rugrats. The pilot episode was technically in season 8 of the original Rugrats, and 6 years later they created a spin-off show that followed the same story of that episode, with Susie and Angelica being in preschool.
Yeah, everything feels so chill, and like, I just like the vibe of this channel a lot, honestly.
Now, confession time. Up until a few days ago, I've never actually seen an episode of the show. I have heard of it, but it looked so awful that I just really didn't want it to ruin the Rugrats for me, and it wasn't hard to avoid watching, considering Nick had done such a good job at
I've seen an episode.
After 2 episodes, I've
I
concluded
thought
that
it was
the show
just
was
kind of bland, and
the
that's
theme
it.
song was terrible, and the change in the art style is horrible. It's like they took everything that made the Rugrats good, and then this is what was left.
But like, I get why you wouldn't like it. Why you wouldn't like it? Because I don't like it either, but I get why you'd say it's awful.
If possible, avoid this show at all costs. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, fair.
Angela Anaconda.
Oh my god!
So this
pause the video.
The show.
I need to talk about this shit for a second.
Show that killed Digimon.
So Angela Anaconda. I don't know if you guys know this. This is a Canadian cartoon.
I can tell.
And it aired all the time when I was a kid. There was no turning on the TV without Angela Anaconda assaulting all of your senses.
I'm so sorry.
Like, it was... I remember, I have so many memories going over to my cousin's house, and they actually liked the show when we were kids. So I'd go there, and they'd be like, "We're watching Angela Anaconda, come join us." It's like, oh no, not this show. And I have seen every episode, because there were years of my life where I didn't know how to change the channel. So like, it would just be put on Teletoon, and there's Angela Anaconda, and I guess I'm stuck.
Yeah.
The show was awful.
My only exposure to this show is the Digimon movie, and
I grew up with this show.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I lived through it, man.
You merely adopted the Angela Anaconda.
I grew up with this. Grew up with Wayside, with George of the Jungle, 2007. Johnny Test. Like, I lived through all of it.
I mean, Johnny Test wasn't that bad.
All those shows originated on Teletoon.
Mm-hmm.
And Teletoon's pretty... It basically kind of took over for a while. Because it was a while where we didn't have Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network. It was Teletoon or YTV. Teletoon had the rights to air Cartoon Network shows, but mostly aired their own stuff. And YTV had the rights to air Nickelodeon shows, but mostly aired their own stuff. So if you wanted to watch SpongeBob, you had to watch Scaredy Squirrel first. If you wanted to watch Courage the Cowardly Dog, you had to watch Angela Anaconda first. Because CanCon as a law says every TV network must play at least 10 hours of Canadian television every day.
Angela Anaconda Digivolve to Angelamon.
Sorry,
Lord
this guy
Pyramon Digivolve to
wait, the video is really great, and this is totally the kind of stuff that I watch on my own time all the time. So like, I'm super into this video. It's just seeing Angela Anaconda gave me war flashbacks.
Okay, do we want to keep going with the video, or is this good? Or,
I mean, like, we know what to expect with these kind of videos, but I would say that, honestly, I think we've seen enough to know that it's a well-solid, well-edited, put-together video. I feel like that usually when a video gets people to start talking right in the beginning about the topic in hand, I think that the video did its job, and that's something that needs to be looked at and respected.
Yeah, I do respect that.
One thing I will say about the actual channel is the banner is nice. I like this kind of... I think that's the town from Hey Arnold, maybe? Like that kind of... I like the kind of lo-fi... Or not lo-fi, but kind of... It's low-res, but it looks almost like... It looks good that way, almost. Like, that's nice. I would say, again, with the About page... add more of a description of your channel. Just, I am uncomfortable all the time. That's funny, that's quirky, but
that is pretty
add
funny.
more to it just because it does help with discovery rates.
With playlists, I'd recommend just like, putting the playlist of your content and like keeping the rest of the playlist kind of private, or organizing playlists if there's a way for that. I don't think there is. Yeah. But you don't have enough content yet to organizing the big playlists.
Yeah. I mean, like, I see a lot of potential here. You've been going for about a year now, and you have 82 subs. I say just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just, just keep... I say at this point, you should be focusing on just growing your channel, growing your brand, really, just trying to make everything appealing, I guess.
Because it's a very fun channel.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So next video?
Next video is Deathwordboi.
Deathwordboi.
Deathwordboi. What a name.
Which one we clicking?
We've seen a few of his videos in the past, but it's been a while.
Has it? Ooh. I do not remember. I lose track of who we've seen and who we haven't sometimes.
Crap, I just realized in the Google Doc where I save everything, let's just look at one of the videos that he saved in the chat, because I accidentally copied the wrong link for his video that he sent in there. So let's just look at one of these.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I screwed up.
You can't just copy the wrong link.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, we're gonna look at a Jack the Bunny costume fully completed.
Fully completed?
The void, the unknown.
Uh-huh.
One man.
Okay.
One wall. In the silence, a red light comes from the left-hand side.
Am I that one really confused?
Wait, don't worry. I'll make this interesting, okay?
Slowly, the light gets brighter and brighter. You see a shadow forming in the pixels on your screen. Then, here he comes.
A guy walks by?
Slowly, slowly, slowly. He turns. You know what's to come.
All right.
Harshness.
Okay.
So it's a Five Nights at Freddy's cosplay.
Of your life.
I can't see it. I don't know if it's
the resolution is very low.
Lighting. Like, I'm just like thinking that Avatar scene. It's so dark in here. I can't see a thing. Oh no! What a nightmare.
I hope I made it a little bit interesting.
No, but that was something.
I couldn't see anything outside of the eyes lighting up, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the resolution was very low. The lighting was not there. This was supposed to be like sort of I'm assuming this was supposed to be sort of like a showing off your cosplay. And from what I saw, it looked nice, but I couldn't see a lot of it.
Yeah. What of the other video they did that seems to be more of their standard content? You know?
Yeah, let's look at that instead.
Let's give that a chance, you know? Give their standard content a chance.
Overnights at Christie demo. This game is good! Is the title of the video.
Hell yeah.
Alright,
I'm glad the game is good.
Let's jam.
Hey,
no!
Everyone.
No!
It's me, Deathword. Welcome to Overnight.
Look at wait, pause it. Look at the corner. Look at the corner. Do you see it?
Oh, yeah.
I've used that capture. I didn't say that to the video. I'm sorry. It's just I have really bad Vietnam flashbacks when it comes to that screen recorder.
So this is your Angela Anaconda.
Yes! I hate that screen recorder.
My name
because
is Angela. Hey,
it's like
hello.
it works all right, but it like purposely like compresses the video so much it lowers the quality of video alone. On top of it, it always has to be in the corner. of the video. It's this little ball that's always in the way that you can never get rid of. And then even where it's like, we have a transparent mode. And I'm like, oh, really? And they're like, yes. And I put it in transparent. It's like, ha ha, you fool! You can still see me in the corner! Ha ha! And I'm just like, I swear.
Santos, are you okay, buddy?
No, I'm not.
Do you need a cookie? I got a cookie here for you.
I need a few cookies.
It's a virtual cookie. It's a virtual
Wait,
here.
what kind? What kind of cookie?
Chocolate chip.
Hell yeah. All right.
But it's fresh baked, so.
Okay,
You know.
I feel much better. I'm gonna eat my cookie.
Yeah.
You
You fool! That was banana bread! Chocolate chip banana bread, so still delicious.
Okay, I'm done. Rant over. Please continue. Please continue on with the critique.
We're gonna.
Yes, I'm fine now. I just had to get that out. I am fine.
We interrupt you from your regularly scheduled cringe to bring you the rest of this video.
It's made by Super
Wait,
Game.
what? Cringe? I thought it was a pretty good bit. What about you,
I wanted to play this
Santos?
game because, well, it looks
pretty
very promising, and it looks creepy
Well,
and
apparently I'm alone.
well made. And it looks like a Scratch game, so that's a plus.
A Scratch
And
game?
Scratch cannot beat Google Play. Try getting rid of that game. Scratch. So,
okay.
Yeah, before I actually play this game, leave a like or subscribe. Let's play the game, shall we? New game. I hope there's no ads. If there's no ads, then
As an ad
that'll
pops
be
up,
a
there's an ad.
plus. Well, there is one ad, but well,
Hey,
not
you
one
noticed.
ad, but like a down below that you just saw. All right. So there's a like a phone
Okay.
call or something.
So, I noticed the audio
Okay, so
balancing
there's
could
no
use a
phone
little
call.
work. Like, I can't
This
hear
camera
you too well
is not
over
working.
the video.
Okay.
That's my big thing.
Okay, so
You
yeah,
know?
there they are.
Eggman's robots!
There's
Sorry.
Krusty. Wait.
It's like a trigger
there's
for
a
me.
clown
If someone says
animatronic.
there they are, I have to
there's
say
a-
Eggman's robots.
Another camera not working. So there's a bunch of cameras that are not
See,
working.
you see what I mean though? Like how that screen
Alright,
capture just makes everything so. Like.
And
That's why
I can tell.
yeah,
that
that's all the cameras. I think
I can
that's
tell
all
it
the
screws with the
cameras.
bitrate a lot.
That's why I hate.
Wait, is that a Easter egg?
The capture. Like I.
Like he looks like a
honestly
Sans.
To you to
Like,
go to a different.
if you don't know who that
screen recorder.
character
That
is,
a
he's
terrible
from-
screen recorder.
well,
it is not you. It is that
Undertale.
god awful screen recorder that
And,
should have been abandoned in the woods and left to
Undertale
die years ago.
fan.
Santos, it's okay.
Someone's missing.
Just eat the banana bread, buddy. Just eat the banana
Someone's
bread.
missing.
I'm
Oh, what the-
trying.
So this is basically just a Google Play FNAF.
I did not like that. He was moving so fast.
Like
he was
the commentator himself
moving fast,
isn't that
but like
bad.
he was like peeking out of the
No, I
corner.
think he's a pretty good commentator. I think the audio balancing just needs a little work.
Okay, good.
You
good,
know,
good.
the game's just
been a
too
while.
loud.
God, that scares me so bad.
It's been a while since I've looked at his videos.
Okay,
This,
where is he?
From what
Where
I
is
can
he?
tell, is a major
Where is he?
improvement from the last time I looked at his stuff. So
The commentary is pretty good.
Why
Yeah,
are these
it's
cameras
just,
not
like I said,
working?
audio
They're
balancing and the
trash.
audio balancing needs work.
Oh,
yeah.
wait
And
a
the
second.
watermark,
Okay,
and
okay,
that's
okay.
the only
And there's
It's
that
a down-
watermark.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
I'm sorry. Can I like pause it for a moment? Cause that like static
Yeah,
right there, that actually hurts my
Okay,
eyes.
another one's missing.
That's
it's
the
kinda
game.
hurt my
Another
eyes,
one
too,
is
honestly.
missing.
No,
But
it's
that's
like,
the game and not not
no,
him.
it's the latency. It's like that pixel
Oh,
like
is it?
captured.
Oh,
yeah,
that?
Okay.
yeah, that is the. It's the static with the
And
pixels
he's
that make
coming
it
towards me.
really hard
Yeah,
to
it's
watch.
definitely like a bitrate problem. That could be the screen recorder, or it
Yeah,
could be
I'm
the
not.
game.
I'm not
It's
even
hard
trying to
tell.
be rude that time. That was like actually like hurting my eyes like a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh, okay.
So
It was,
like,
it was kind of messing with me too, honestly.
Like, honestly, my guy, the only thing I would recommend for you right now, if you have to make videos on your phone, that's fine. Look for a better capture. Some phones nowadays have it built in, like my Samsung Galaxy S20. If not, there are some that do still have watermarks in the corner, but it's better than the one that you're using, I promise. Like,
I wish I had my tablet on me and it wasn't charging right now, because I have a pretty good one on my Samsung tablet, actually.
oh, really? You
Yeah,
care to share it real quick?
I used it. Let me 1 second. Let me go get my tablet, okay?
Okay.
Because I don't know its name, but I used it for that Sonic Roboblast 2 video I did a while ago on Platinum.
I think maybe.
Well, it was recorded with that. So the program is just called Screen Recorder. You got to be kidding me.
Do you have like the publisher name?
I'm looking for it. It has a blue icon with a generic camera on it. And Screen Recorder version 2. Okay. Catalog. Let's see if I can find the publisher or developer or anything on this damn program, okay? Because I just searched through the Google Play Store until I found one that didn't like mess around with the audio and mess around with things too much. This is the best I found for free on a tablet. And I can't find anything on this shit.
I mean, honestly, like, even if we can't find this, like, best advice, just find something ever so slightly better. Like, do your own research and just find whatever suits you.
Yeah, now you know there's one with a blue icon in the Play Store called...
to the entrepreneurs out there, if you just made a really good screen capture that also records something like a mobile version of OBS, you would make so much money.
Why hasn't OBS made a mobile version yet?
I don't know. And it kind of ticks me off that they haven't yet. Actually, I'm going to look it up real quick. Have they? I'm curious.
I doubt
it. I don't think they have.
They have an OBS controller for your phone. That's actually kind of cool. Ooh,
that's kind of cool.
I'm actually going to install that.
Let me see if I can find the app on the Play Store real quick.
DroidCam, OBS, Streamlabs, Livestream.
Yeah.
It looks like all... No. That is upsetting, honestly.
Yeah.
OBS mobile app. Nope. Yeah, no, they don't. That honestly kind of annoys me.
That you can't find it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's kind of BS. But anyways, there are mobile apps that you can find without the watermark. You have to do a lot of digging. It took me like 2 hours to find the one I have. But it does exist.
Also, another thing I would suggest, try Power Director Video Editor by Cyberlink Core. Is a free video editor for mobile devices on Android. And from the looks of it, it actually has some good things on it. I actually just looked it up. Is the #2 top grossing in video platforms and editors on mobile, and it actually looks like it's well done. Actually, I'll say
its UI kind of looks a lot like Final Cut.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It actually looks like way better than Adobe Rush, which is like a more simplified version of Adobe Premiere for mobile, and you still have to pay for it, which I think is stupid.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous that you have to pay for it on. It's ridiculous because like on Apple it's free. Like you can just get it for free. So it's ridiculous you have to pay for it on Android.
Yeah.
They're anti-consumer. Like they literally only focus on their own stuff. But yeah, I would suggest that. Like honestly, one of these days I'm actually gonna try to make a video on like good like video editors for mobile devices.
I feel like
people out.
I feel like that'd just be a good episode or topic for this podcast.
Yeah. But who else do we need to review tonight? Because I don't want to like cut their time short.
I think that was it. I think that was it.
Cat's Fiend did upload something, but do we really have to like?
You know what? Here's my review.
Your videos are good.
Cat Fiend,
Your videos are
good video. I'm not even gonna
Don't
put it
need to
up. It's
critique
good.
your videos.
Go subscribe to Cat Fiend. There.
I
There's
personally
your plug
have
for this episode. Link in the
Cat
description. There. Link in the description for Cat Fiend. All right. He's a great content creator. If I didn't think so, I would have never collaborated with him.
Cat Fiend is pretty damn amazing, honestly.
Honestly, just go support him. Cat Fiend, please stop submitting your content. It's good. We've seen it like a dozen times. I'm not trying to do this to be a dick. It's just I don't know what else to tell you. Your branding is solid. Your rebranding was solid. Your video editing is solid. Your video quality is good. Your audio's great. Like I don't know what else to tell you except keep going and collab with me.
One thing is, you're on like that list of content creators who I genuinely look forward to every upload of, and like because it's always funny, it's always gold, and that's what I'll say about his videos.
My favorite joke was from his Back for Blood video where he's like, "Stop playing with your deck." I love that. Like honestly. Cat Fiend, collab with me again. Like that's your response. All right, you're good. Go subscribe to Cat Fiend.
My favorite bit from him is when he in his Genshin video still with the whole "Mom, will you take me to the store" bit, like that whole.
Oh yeah.
That just
still gold.
I literally go back and rewatch that video. It's one of the few videos I rewatch because I just think it's just comedy gold. Every second of it.
Quality extraordinaire.
Go watch Cat Fiend.
The end. All right. So now we're done with all of our reviews.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, you know what? Final word on Cat Fiend. At this point, your videos are great. Just keep putting yourself out there. Just keep like networking. At this point, you are in the networking phase of your channel. Just advertise your channel. Put it out there. You know,
try to find some collabs.
Try to collab with other people. Yes.
Hi, Caffeine. How are you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Santos clearly wants to collab with you.
Well, because let me be honest, it's a rare occasion where I actually see a channel where I'm like, oh yes, collaboration time. Because like it's not even a fact that like your content has to be good. Like from like a personal level, I have to connect with you, and we've talked like a few times like off here. Like it's not like I got to know you as a person. I got to see what your interests are. I got to see like what makes you tick, what you like, what you dislike. And that's when I was like, you know what? We'd make a great collab. And when I was like, Axe, hey, you want to collab with me and Neo Mifwa in a video? I was like, you know what? Sure. Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's go.
Yeah, fair.
So
yo, you know, Santos, we still have to collab.
We do still have to collab. We still have to collab, Pyro. It's weird. We literally work on a podcast together, and not one time has any of us been on. I mean, technically, you and me have both been on Pyro's channel. I was like an ominous voice, and you just.
We've been on it together. We were on it together once.
The Neopets video, yeah.
And I've been on Pyro's channel plenty of times. I need to get you guys on my channel more. At the very least, get you on Platinum more.
Honestly, you know? Listen, you still have that dumb questions, which I'm still on you about.
I know. It's just dumb questions takes forever to make. That's why it's like a special treat show, you know?
Yeah. Dumb questions. The final coming soon.
Do you know how hard it is to make like the last episode of Dumb Questions I made? I had 2 hours of footage and edited it down into 30 minutes, and then had to animate the entire 30 minutes.
Jack Parnell
in
the hit sequel.
Now the E3 video that you and I made definitely gave me an appreciation for your dumb questions editing, because holy crap, that took me like a week to edit down from like about an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, and imagine that, but then you have to, right after you edit it down, you have to now animate it by hand.
Yeah, holy crap.
Hand draw, animate it.
Good. That's good.
Yeah, like, But yeah,
I mean, like, I was just moving pictures around to give the illusion of animation. I can't imagine actually having to like animate it.
And oh my gosh, would you look at the time? I think it is time to wrap up this wonderful, fun, educational, roasting at caffeine moment.
We didn't really roast Cat.
We didn't really roast it.
Just like,
well, we never even showed this video. We're like, you know what? You're good. Get out.
we
sang his praises, if anything.
We kind of aggressively stroked his ego.
Now it's time. Now it's time. You know what? We need to get Fuisha Butters back on.
Do we?
Do we?
Do we? Anyway, thank you for joining the YTFA podcast. If you'd like to support us, go ahead and check us out.
Wait.
Yes?
Do we have anything to plug? Does anybody have anything in the works at the moment?
Go subscribe to Downcast Spark. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Utreon. I'm on The Story Fucking Fire. And I'm on Odyssey with racial discrimination. Come now, have fun, and don't forget to bring the food. I'm still looking for it.
Don't forget to subscribe to Parnell Animation while you're at it. I have a Christmas special on the way. I'm animating a Christmas special, guys.
Actually,
also, I'm working on another project with Shay Frillis, and that'll be coming out, I think, like right after New Year's. So, like, you're literally getting a Christmas special, then a big project with Shay Frillis Productions. So, like, that's back-to-back 2 big projects. And I'm working really hard on them, and they're really funny, both of them. So, please go subscribe.
Also, legit, please check out my channel. I'm going to have a few series in the works, more gaming videos for real. I actually have an announcement video coming out very soon on what the future is going to look like for my content. So I really, really recommend you to check that out. I have more collabs that's going to be coming out because I think that's like one of my favorite parts when it comes to the gaming aspect of my channel is the collaborations that can happen with that. And I even have an exclusive of a series that is actually created by a big YouTuber for a pilot that's going to be going up on Storyfire. You're not going to want to miss that either. So yeah, that's what I have going on. It's a lot. I cried a little thinking of how much I got to do, but it's fine. Anyway, yes, there it is. All right.
What about you, Pyro? Do you have something to plug?
Watch my Skyrim video that I put an obscene amount of work into, and it only got like 50 views. I plan on uploading like a video a week this month. Just, you know, I just felt like it, so I'm doing that. Maybe I'll continue that upload schedule. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But that's what's going on with me at the moment. But outside of that, that's all the time that we have. If you'd like to submit your content, if you'd like to get your content reviewed, that is, then make sure to submit your videos to the YTFA subreddit, the Realm of Rejects Discord server, or the YTFA Amino. With that said,
Twitter.
Keep at it. Oh, the Twitter.
Or our email.
Or
our email.
Yes.
Also,
we have the email.
Before we go, I do want to say that something that we had in our tweet that I do want to say that I don't think a lot of people know. Even though we're called the YTFA podcast, we are actually expanding our reach. If you are a Twitch streamer, a TikTok creator, or using alternative platforms for your content such as Storyfire, Utreon, Odyssey, BitChute, etc., we will be taking in more content from those sites to review. So feel free, you don't have to just be a YouTuber to like bring in your stuff. We are looking to help any content creator grow, and you can contact us on all of the links from our
yeah, we basically expanded this brand a lot.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah,
we've been working hard on it.
But
you can also listen to us on Spotify. It's okay, I'm done now.
Yes, we're getting Spotify back up and running. And with all of that said, remember to keep at it and keep improving.
Thank you for tuning in on the YTFA podcast. Feel free to give us support by following us on YouTube, Spotify, and Twitter. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.